Hey, this is Natalie with The Fifth Journey. Going to be doing a mint soap today, a chocolate mint. This is the butter mints. It's actually been, it's going to be discontinued, but it smells really good. But I want to do kind of an Andes mint type look. So my goal is to have a black bottom with a green layer, and then I'm going to do above that swirls on top. So that's my goal. So we're going to fast forward through everything to see how it goes. So I've got, I'm going to be using a sliced green kiwi mica, and this will morph and kind of turn to a yucky green, kind of a pond scummy looking green, but then it'll morph back in about 24 hours. And I have activated charcoal, and then I have my fragrance oil that says it does discolor to tan, but it's supposed to behave well. I'm soaping at about 90 degrees, and I'm going to do 2 loaves of this. So let's go ahead and get started. We are back to cut the chocolate mint soap, and I don't know if you noticed in the video, but with the activated charcoal, I ended up using a different brand because I ran out of one. I bought a different brand, and it set up a lot faster. So I was not able to get a crisp line in there, or really the swirls I wanted, because I had the fluid batter with the green, and then the black set up, the activated charcoal set up really fast. So I ended up with more of a gloppy look. I did not get the swirls or look I was going for, but that's okay. Another kind of interesting thing is, as you can see, this bottom layer was what I had poured first, and that was the black and then the green. But this top layer, I actually had added a little bit more activated charcoal, but by looking at it, it actually looks lighter than the bottom layer, which is very strange because the bottom layer has more in it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and trim up the sides, and we'll cut into it. The top does have a nice pretty texture, and see how bright that green is. It does take about 24 hours for that bright green to come back, but I'll trim these up and cut them, and we'll see how they look. It is a little bit harder than I was hoping right now to cut, so to speak, because you want to cut it while it's still a little bit soft. I just cut another soap a minute ago that I did the same day that was a facial soap, and I had a little bit harder time cutting it with the loaf cutter. Ended up with some little bubbles on the bar. So let's go ahead and cut it open and see what it looks like. We're done cutting, and as you can see, I really did not get much of the design I was wanting, really, at all. So I shouldn't say much. Anyway, so there's that line. I was wanting crisp lines, but like I said, things were setting up, and I wasn't able to do my lines. So what I should have done is I should have just barely mixed the lye and the oils, and then taken some out, added the charcoal, and then mixed that part, poured the layer, and then done the green, poured that layer, and then add the fragrance oil and the charcoal to the rest of it, and then do the swirls. So things just set up too fast on me, and I mean, they still smell really good. I may change the name to maybe like a chocolate peppermint patty or something like that. But you know, I have a little bit of swirls on some of them. Let me find one. That one, where'd it go? Here we go. That one had a little bit of swirls there, but you know, I was hoping for something more fluid, but you know, they still smell good. They're still pretty, and they will still be fine, and they'll work. I mean, as far as soap goes, they will be perfect. So we'll come back once I've trimmed them up and stamped them and have a final look.